EA Sports to the game.
He has been so impressive these last 2 games, especially since he had that game on overall. That's what he's done. But the last 2 games here in Indiana, his pace, his ability to get downhill, it has been so impressive to watch him learn and figure out this season. And then both teams really kind of look at the season remaining. Got the two points, the 2 points, and 7 assists.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
There's the Pacers 3 ABA championships. In the 70, 70, 72, and 73. That's a great
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. And incomplete. Great Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
He does a fantastic job, like not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll run. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
All the different things that all people do. We've seen him get lifted. He's got the size and the ability. When he talks about the style for Indiana, the bigger than the style for OKC.
It's Kelsey.
You look at what we're
And he will get into the end zone. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. Taking off. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
The focus of the defense will tell you that the players have been a little confused.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Throwing on second down. Smith. He put all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And historically good, Oklahoma City Bees on virtually every metric they led the league.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Gino. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Again, they were 7-15 after 25 minutes. That's almost a third of the season.
He's going to look game
When we talk about individual players getting better and showing improvement, this is a team from early in the season to now. They just keep getting better and better. They're so confident because of the continuity. They made very few changes in the offseason.
So they make the decision on 4th down and try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. Down just shy of the 40.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
So after 1, it's the Chiefs on top. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest.
Can we keep the money ourselves? And this season, it's personal. Coming on Jeopardy with someone you hate. Only season of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire starts July 23rd on ABC. It's free on daily.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Gino. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. A big play for Seattle. A pickup of 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Now he takes it. He is in. Geno Smith. Touchdown, Seattle. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
Down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. Defenders are trying to match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it himself.
This idea of defense is looking at cumulative toll. And the number 7 founder, you got Nesbitt and now both excellent defensive players. But watch this scramble. The curtain is so tough.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. But dangerous, Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Gotta get back to the thread.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What's your friend to do?
I'm telling you about replacement Friday and things like that.
What's your leg for?
It's like 5 p.m.
Go get up to the front. And the $6 meal deal is back. You get a medium iced or hot coffee, bacon, egg, and cheese.
On
It's
2nd down,
$6.50. It's the biggest deal on breakfast. Dunkin' $6 meal deal.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
He's been doing a great job on him. He's been doing a great job. They're doing a great job.
they need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll try to run forward. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Big play for KC. 31 yards.
Caruso is doing absolutely everything in his power. All of these calls, not taking any points. They've stopped runs or they're trying to beat them up to pass there. And do they get the pass down the air?
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Motion man is Rice. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They pitch it to Pacheco. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Gino to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock will stop just a
NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV. It's the TV like YouTube TV. And the Carve-Out Marvel Studios, the Fantastic Four First Steps. Welcome to the family. Next week, even theaters. We welcome the Fantastic Four. What? You get a fun together. People faces together. Rewards protection. It's love. Game time. Hey, you know, YouTube TV has your favorite sports and live TV and that. It's used to me. That's what's good. So you can easily watch the games, you know. Despite its spaceship looks, extraordinary range, expansive rocket-boost acceleration, they won't take you to space. They bring space to you. Introducing the free-row, all-electric Hyundai in class-leading interior space. Stuff does pizza taste like never before. Because that is never had stuff does before. Seriously. But we do now. So did any meeting to talking Parmesan stuff pizza with $2.99 would be good to know. Good, this is what a T-Mobile minute. So we gotta talk really fast. T-Mobile phone limit from something like customer satisfaction for $5 anymore. Really, a T-Mobile phone feature. Just $35 a month for a 5-year price guarantee. Dating is the number one service for electronic phones. Designed by Microsoft Television. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. So you can lose no sweat and smooth place in history. Taylor. And what I mean is the if you got to travel, Amazon has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits and a selection of luxury and hotel rooms at the one shop. Capital One. What's in your wallet? What an incredible game on presidential pass here, and it started in the first quarter when the Eagles are stealing the ball left and right. He has so vastly improved his 30 this season, but he's also a release point, a constant back. He can use the spot. You can find him left, and he's getting for some terrific time. It's game after game, the consistencies for pass downs to operate. OKC back getting through. Another first time. Sometimes you don't get to wait for the replay to schedule the episode. That's something that I do. You can go I keep telling you how to start the video. Jumper, Caruso, electronic performance, Caruso, it's just trying. Here is still this for the check. You think it's too much to style, it's able to bring them outside of your area.
Seconds to go in this second quarter. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Look it, headed in motion. Here's Walker. Powering forward. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Smith and the Seahawks will go for two here. scrimmage.
And he's going to use the pressure against but needs to know that the slapper with the pressure. The pressure
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hartman now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
He's got 25. In front of him, it's a little bit forward.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They're going to want to beat up those bones for four touchdowns. That's the fourth touchdown here to Alexander. With 7:10 remaining, he goes to the bench.
Come to the line now on second and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
First down throw, Mahomes. Pressure, too much, and he goes down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6. Left on the second quarter.
If there's any silver lining, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
Against the pitch, makes his time a little bit.
So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports halftime report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Smith to throw on first down. This one complete to his tight end Fan. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A second down throw for Smith. This one is snapped by Smith and Jr. And he's taking it inside the 35. The break the hunt. Coming up now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to Lockett. And he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Here's a great example, Mike, of how experience experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
And he will get into the end zone. A two-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Short kick taken at the 17. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Mahomes now on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the ground, Walker to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
That's Jerry's job to build. Start to take it slow here. Just minutes.
Now Smith. Working the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. They'll try to set up. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with Walker. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Smith, the throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
He's picked up 9 rebounds in the game. He's been around the ball all night long. A bunch of them on the
From the
offensive side.
shotgun, it's Smith.
And
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
Mike, there's usually such a The guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
They nearly connected on a big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. He's trying to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's got the 1st down. Well done there. As they pick up a 4th and 5. A run. It's P-Run. He'll take this forward for about 5. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it.
It's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything. But he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it. Becomes a runner.
Something cool happening tonight in the city, and instead of them living in the just how transparent something. Didn't even know he was looking.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes.
That comes out, and that makes no question. What's going to get him into that
He's going to go down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
You'd be incredible.
So many of the old faces behind the players with teams and big prospects. But never in an NBA title, here is 200 team. Hoping for their first NBA title. About to say,
The game, I looked down on the sideline and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't think his unit has been getting worked up front all day last week.
It is out. And the defense aggressive. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Smith in Jigba, man in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. Loss of yardage, yes as well. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Connecting with the tight end. That's Mack.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They put the tight end Brown in motion. Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, a big 3rd down. To throw, here's Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, Smith. He's hit with a catch. The ball comes free. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
Just a critical error here, Mike. At this stage in the game, you understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over. These are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And this game certainly looks a lot different now after that completion, Mike. I mean, to pick up that many yards in the 2-minute drill, everybody in the huddle can just take a deep breath. All they need is a field goal. So right now, work the clock, possess the ball, send out your kicker, and see if he can win it. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This a potential game winner. So now, out comes comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick, I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up for first and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Regals. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL.